Okay, so this is Kampung Warna, which is one is colour, and this is Kampung Biru, blue, the blue village on this side, the coloured village on this side. Now you can go down and walk all through it, but anyway, it's good just to have a look at it. We're just on the way past, so we thought we'd film it anyway, so that's about it. Kampung Warni. And you can actually go down and, you know, walk all through it and that. There's a lot of tourists. Maybe there's a bus near here somewhere. There's a lot of aged sort of tourists. I suppose my age. That's pretty sad. Anyway, yeah. Oh, they've got a tour guide there. Anyway, so we just pulled up on the footpath, bugger it. You're not supposed to, but why not? Indo style. I just talked to an old mate here. He's originally from Malang. This is his little bike shop, tyre shop. He's fixing it for, anyhow, don't forget it. The Super Fit. He didn't change the tube. He just got a little patching and patches the tube. And all by hand, no machines here. I sat down a little chat to the little Bengkel there, Bengkel motor. So you want to look for that batik shop, or might be around here somewhere, eh? So we're at a shop called Benang Raja. It's just a batik shop. Now we went to the same shop in Surabaya a few months ago, but we're going to go in and buy a couple of shirts. I need a couple more batik shirts. The one I bought in Surabaya from this shop was too big. All right. Okay, so we looked and looked. There's nothing worth buying for me that I like or that fits me properly, so I'm going to go outside and Eula's going to have a little shop. Okay, so just riding down this little lane and spotted this little coffee shop in the back here, Calathea Garden. Alright, might be in someone's house, a little cost or something. Alright, just going to grab a coffee. So these are like all little rooms, I suppose, people rent, and it's got a coffee shop in their backyard. It seems to be the go everywhere. Right, so it looks like this was just the garage and they've turned it into a little coffee shop. So we're just riding down this little gang here, little laneway, and spotted it. So just going to sit in the front of their house. I suppose this is where they live. They've got little rooms they rent down the back. And it's like this everywhere around here in Malang. They just basically got a little coffee shop or a little something on the front of it, their house everywhere. It's like that. Anyway. So anyway, good idea and good for them. So it's a nice little area, a little breeze. We'll hang out here, have a coffee. Okay, so we're just driving around out in the country, just having a look. There's a lot of sugar cane and stuff like that out here. So, little houses. We're not that far out of town. There's mosques everywhere. We passed 2 on this street, and there's another 2 just here. There's another big mosque here. Another one up ahead, and they're everywhere. We're out in the sugar cane, in the middle of nowhere. We found this little warung thing. It's called Rawan Rato Roso. Hello. They got horses and everything. Where are you? Yes. They're like biting. This one bites, look. Doesn't want to be touched. What about you, little one? Yes, you're alright to pat, aren't you? But yes, you're a bitey mama, aren't you? Yeah. A little warung up here. There's a few people there actually, not too many, but a few. I'm going to go up and have, I suppose, Rawan Ratu Roso. Anyway, some huge fish in there, look. Wow, big ones. Nice little waterfall. Very nice gardens and that here. There's a family of Westerners over there. Alright. And this is it. Rawan Ratu Roso. That's your jam, just take what you want. Charge you for what you get. How's it going, Mr. Goose? Right, I've got geese. Got some turkeys, look. Big fellas too. These grey turkeys and these are black turkeys. couple of chickens and a pheasant. Check out this pheasant. How beautiful is that? They're good eating, but it'd be a shame to eat them. They're such a beautiful bird, you know. We're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of all the sugar cane, and come across this, I don't know what it is, but check out this old house. Mansion. It's like an old mansion, it's for sale. And there's some big houses along here. This must be like some sort of type of exclusive area in the middle of nowhere. Wow, unreal, aren't they? These ones have been done up. Wow, there's some massive houses here. Look at this house here. How big it is. It's an absolute mansion. It's massive. Look at it. Wow. The celebrities or something, I don't know. They're old, but they've all been done up, a lot of them, to make them look nice and new. And these ones are newer. There's an old one here in the middle, and there's a brand new one getting built next to it. Wow, they are massive. Every house along this street. Look at the size of this. This is for sale too, but it's absolutely huge. That's a golf course, look. There's a golf course there. So there's a golf course and everything, so it must be like Celebrityville out here. Kota Area. Big fancy bridge. Wow, how unreal is that? Totally random in the middle of nowhere. Completely surrounded, this is just sugar cane. So this is the Wendat. We don't know. It's something, some sort of park, and I think there's a monkey park and all sorts of stuff, a water park in there. We're just going to have a quick look, see what's going on here. Alright, so for Westerners come in the park, it's 100,000. And it's everything to the water bomb and everything, it includes everything. But for regular, for us, 35,000 because I got Indonesian ID. So we asked them, is this just for kids? And they said, no, it's for adults too. So, but I think it's just really for kids. It'd be a family park. Bring your kids and swim and stuff like that. Wendat is back. Right, so they give you a little stamp. So, oh, I got peacocks. Poor caged peacocks. I probably should just let them fly around. They don't go too far, peacocks. I'd say this will be about a 5-minute walk around and we'll be out of here. I want to find the little monkey side of it, monkey park. Looks like there's a shops, a little restaurant or warung or something there. They make you walk through the shop to get to the park, of course. Things, so that might be the monkey park. There's a heap of monkeys over in here, look, in the big cage. A big slide, you go down on a tube. You can see there's all little rollers in it all the way, look. It's probably about 100 metres long, not if that. Do you want to go, darling?
I'm wondering.
I wouldn't mind me. Do you want to go? Come on, you do it, I'll do it. They've probably got shows or something in here, animal shows or something like that. Apparently it's a zoo. Anyway, we'll go down here, we'll see what's going on. Wow, the poor monkeys are all just caged in concrete pens. No, I'm out of here. I just do not condone this sort of caged wildlife, especially monkeys, you know. Monkeys are wild here. They would have just caught them out of the wild and then locked them up, you know, like prisoners. So sad. Lizards, there's no lizards in the boxes. Maybe later in the day they come and put them out. You've got all these wild monkeys and yet these ones are all locked up. It's just so cruel, like why not? And look how many are in a pen. No trees from the climb, no nothing. Yet there's wild ones everywhere. Alright, so there's little make-believe houses or whatever, little houses, but the doors don't open, believe it. So it's a pretty big park, very big. And I think it even goes across the river. Alright, so it looks like the water park or something like that's down here, and there's a little train or something as well. It says over there, the MLMYDR. Wow, it's really massive. So there's a big water park and slippery slides over there. There's another little train that goes around the top here. So it's a pretty big area. There's a school or something getting around here, a heap of kids. yeah, so that's about it. Not something really as a couple of adults you'd want to come and have a look at. If you got family, kids, yeah. All right, well, that's about it. And it just keeps going and keeps going. It's absolutely massive. It's on hectares and hectares of land. So, yeah, there's even joy rides and that, Ferris wheels and everything. So this is a flying fox all the way across the river, yeah. And got a few sheep in, no grass, just a bit of hay. Anyway, that's it, we're out of here. And that's it for the Windet. On the road again. Okay, so we're looking for a place that's got a steak and a bit of everything. Found this place, Lima Coin, and 5 coins. It's an eatery and steakhouse, got all different types of food, so we just thought we'd come in and check it out. It's not busy, it's like 300 metres from the hotel or something. Well, there's a Chinese food, is it? So here we got sabila de hitam. It's like beef with black pepper beef. It's got sesame seeds and white rice. It's alright. The iced tea is really weird tasting. It's like really strong, bitter sort of jasmine tea or something. It's really weird. Don't really like it. Okay, so they might have forgot my order.
Probably they don't have the food.
Because Shirley's nearly finished and she takes heaps to eat. And there's still nothing here. And the girls just weren't running out there panicking a minute ago, so. Alright, thank you. Alright, so I got the grilled meat platter or something. So you get sausage, some beef, chicken and steak, and some chips and tomato. That looks alright, really. Thank you. Alright. Try out this chicken. Alright. It's got like a barbecue sauce on it. Not bad, the chicken. Steak, $10 apparently.
Lemon.
It's not too bad a feed for 70,000. $6.50, not bad. Alright, it's not too bad this place actually. Lima Coin Coffee Eatery and Steak. There's a little place out on the front. There's also an upstairs where you can go upstairs and sit on a big balcony upstairs there. So yeah, it's not too bad here at all. I recommend it. All that, the steak platter and Yuli's, what was it? Black pepper rice bowl thing, and the drinks and everything's 160, about $15. So not too bad. It's worth a look. And I think we've seen a couple of them around, so they could be like a franchise or something like that there. Anyway, Lima Coin, 5 coins. Okay, so this is it. Lights Wonderland. Going to suss it out. So it's basically just all little fairy lights, like Christmas lights or something. Like hundreds of them. Alright. Oh look, they got all little tulips, fake tulips lit up. So you can actually walk all the way around. Oh, it goes way down there. Look how big it is. We thought it was on a soccer oval because there is a...
It is good.
Oh, it's an indoor stadium.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it over the back here. It's a big indoor soccer stadium and football stadium. So we've sort of got to walk around through it, do you, or what? No?
Yeah.
Walk back through it. So they're all like fake plants and that. Look at them. These look like corn, right? These are the corn, jagung. And these are all tulips up the middle. Wow, I wonder how much it costs electric to run all these lights. There's literally just thousands of fairy lights everywhere. Check this out. All right, so we're going to walk right down. There's all different sections of it. So these are all little strings of lights. They're just all Christmas lights, I suppose. There's got to be millions of them. And what the balls are, I don't know, big blow-up balloons or something, I don't know. It's sort of all like planets and that, yeah. You see you've got the big blow-up astronauts, so yeah, it sort of resembles the planets or something, yeah. Something's going on down here, like a professional photo shoot or something. Maybe they take photos and sell you photos, I don't know. This, I suppose this is Jupiter. It's supposed to resemble the 9 planets, I think. Yeah, there's the colours, really amazing. Geez, I wish I'd have brought the drone. We sort of had dinner and then seen on Instagram, thought we'd just come and have a look. It was about 10-15 kilometre ride. It was a long ride to get here. So these are all the different planets. I suppose that one there's the Sun, Earth, the Mars and Jupiter and Saturn and the Moon. Yeah. So we've found Australia on the map. It's Australia right at the bottom there. Good stuff.
Look at this, 10,000 for one. 360, the very.
He's got the 360 camera.
Yeah.
And the Earth is purple. And good old Australia on the bottom there. Right, get out of this madness. It goes right up around there too. We'll walk up through there and have a look. Okay, so it's pretty hard to get a photo through there because there's just so many people getting photos. Check out this tree, it's all jellyfish and that. It's pretty cool, isn't it, with the lights going up with all the jellyfish hanging off the tree. Okay, and this here resembles the ocean with all the fish. And that's about it, that concludes it. We've done a big lap and that's about all we need to do. Alright, we'll get on the bike. It's about a good 15 kilometre, good half an hour ride home. So it's pretty hectic in the traffic of a night. I don't like riding overnight too much. So anyway, we're out of here.